Spunky and his mother from the cage. And he let me hold him and pet him, so he hasn't changed in that way. His mother is still very skittish, but they were so happy. First thing Spunky did after he let me hold him is he went over to my gate and sharpened his nails. Now they've taken off, I think probably under the trailer or behind the trailer. So they've recovered well from getting fixed. If you've been following that ordeal. And yesterday I did pick up a really cute thank you card for the neighbor that trapped the cats and took them. The thank you card has 4 or 5 kittens on it, and they're sitting in flower pots, and each one is saying thank you, thanks, thank you so much, something like that. And you open it and it says something about, I wanted to show you my, instead of feelings, felines of gratitude or something cute. And I wrote a little note in it and left it on her porch. I feel like I'm obeying God and doing my part, you know. We don't know why some people are so difficult. We all go through things. We're all going through things. And we just don't know, right? We have to be responsible for how we handle it. And I thank God for God. I thank God that He's an ever-present help in the time of trouble, the Bible says. And that's just not, you know, when you're in trouble with your car or in trouble with where you live, your house or trailer. No, it's ever-present help in the time of trouble. Whatever the trouble coming your way may be, if you're serving God, He's your ever-present help. If you've got a neighbor that's troubling you, God is an ever-present help. You don't have to lash out and not be a good Christian. Pray. Now, I'm not talking about let someone abuse you or walk all over you. You know, there's ways to handle every situation. But I know for me, my help, I need it to come from God. Or I'll turn into an ugly attitude and all that. So anyway, the Bible also says that God can make our enemies to be at peace with us. So I feel like I've obeyed God and done my part. And I'm glad that van went around me because she was almost in my back seat. Okay, the new rooster is in jail, and I'm praying, oh God, help him to be calm and to get along with the flock. I mean, I do let him out in my yard, and first thing in the morning, he's out there with the flock. When they all come out of the coop, he comes out of the coop, and I'm right there. And he's good for about 2 minutes. Then I gotta catch him, separate him, catch him, put him in my yard, go in and take care of things. And if I'm leaving like this morning, then I gotta catch him again and put him in jail until I'm home. Now, I was home after the laundromat, and he was out in my yard. But I'm out again, and so he can't be trusted. Or the other roosters can't be trusted. They might fly over in my yard, and I'm not comfortable leaving him out when I'm not there. So that's the news on him. And I know I am behind as far as my jar of pulling out projects to work on in a week, but so much has been going on. I've had animals to tend to. I have not had really time to sit and crochet. I've done a little, but by time everyone is settled and I have my time to really sit down and take a nice deep breath and put my feet up, it's time for me to feel like going to bed. So I'll get back to it. Then, I'm still dealing with that added on room that had water damage in the entrance wall, I guess you'd call it, because it looks like a doorway, but there's no door there. So I'm still making sure so far no yarn got wet. That's good. So I'm still working on that. I mean, there's just a lot going on. My sugars, my blood sugar has been, for the most part, good. It does go high at night. I mean, really high, like over 300. And I believe it's because I'm doing way too much in the day. So at night, I am really hurting. And that pain, it affects your blood sugar. It's a system in your body, so it affects it. I know it's not what I'm eating. It's not like I'm eating my supper at night and then going right to bed. Those days are over now. Like 5, 6, 7 years ago, that's what I was doing. Even though I knew better, but I've not been. And last night I had no supper. I was just flat worn out. I had no supper. And my blood sugar went up to over 300. Then this morning it was 79, which is too low for me. So I had an apple, and I had a glucose tablet. And after a while, it went up to 127. I haven't had lunch. It's amazing how God has made us, and if you pay attention to your body and know your body, I know mine. Boy, do I know it. I can tell when the sugar is dropping. I can tell when it's too high. Now that noise in the car from the other day, that sounded like it was coming from, if you're in the driver's seat, it sounded like it was coming from somewhere on the left side under the hood. I even thought maybe the hood hadn't been shut all the way. And I had pulled over in a parking lot at one point and checked it, and the hood was shut tight. So yesterday the neighbor asked me how's the car running, and I mentioned about that noise and kind of like a shaking. And he did tighten up 2 things regarding the hood. And then he did test drive the car, and got to thinking about it, and it's really always been kind of shaky. I know my other friend that is a mobile mechanic that used to come out and work on my car. He had at one point put a zip tie, and I don't know what happened to that zip tie, but it's not there no more. So very interesting, isn't it? Oh, I'm headed to Garland. I'm in Garland already for something. You still there? Something fell. Yep. Oh, you know what? This is just wonderful. I went to the laundromat this morning, and the laundromat attendant, when I was unloading my car, came out with a gift bag and said, "This is for you." I said, "Really? Is it from you?" She said, "No. It's from," well, I guess I should back up. For a while, a couple months, it seemed like every Friday, you go to the laundromat so often, you start to know people. And if you're like me, you talk to everybody. Some people don't appreciate it. Other people love it. And I got to know this couple. The wife speaks 3 languages, I think. English, Spanish, Portuguese. Well, that's 3. Yeah. Anyway, I've gotten to kind of know them. They're real friendly people, and I hadn't seen them for a little bit. And anyway, it turned out, and I'll talk to them about the Lord or mention a Bible verse or something, and they're very receptive. I don't push my faith on people, but hey, if you start talking about God, I'm going to get all over it. Or if I mention something about God or quote a verse and I feel like you're open, we're going to have a little chat about Jesus. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. So anyway, this kind lady left me a gift bag. The gifts are over here. I looked at them quickly. Maybe I can reach and show you something. This is Aromatherapy Associates Body Wash, white lavender with white lavender and lang lang. Now I don't know, it smells good. I don't know if the lady sells this stuff. Oh, you can't see. I don't know if she sells it or what, but she gave me in that gift bag. This is Zenology Hydrating Hand and Body Balm, jojoba seed oil, and vitamin E and C. So the gift bag is all, I need some of this right now if this is chopstick. Oh, it's lotion. Moisturizing hydratant lotion. Body wash, white tea with aloe extract. Weston is the company. Gentle cleansing face wipes. I mean, isn't that nice? And I think maybe there's something else. This works, 24-hour skin solution. It makes me want to make her a set of dishcloths and a scrubby. I mean, that's 23 minutes, the washer and the dryer's however long they feed it with quarters. I'm there a while. I wash and dry and I fold and I get talking and I have a good time at the laundromat. I have before, a couple years ago, I thought, oh, it would be so nice to have a stackable washer and dryer. You know, they sell them. And I knew a lady in Wally that lived in an in-law apartment, studio-like, and she had a stackable washer and dryer, and oh, she just bragged about it, and I thought, oh, that'd be so nice. I would love to have one and not have to put my laundry in the car. The car is my laundry basket. I mean, I put it in bags and stuff, but I pile it up in here, and then I thought, well, you know what? I would miss talking to people. I look forward to going to a laundromat. I don't live very far from it, and it don't cost me a lot for what I wash. And I've gotten to meet so many people. I have prayed for people right there at the laundromat when I've got talking to them, you know, and one lady in particular I've told you about before shared some issues that she has and said, well, would you be praying for me? I said, oh, sure I would. Well, I mean right now, would you pray for me right now? I said, hey, I'm not ashamed. I prayed for her right there in front of the dryer. She was putting her stuff in the dryer. That's just the way, you know. Anyway, wasn't that thoughtful of the lady? And I do think I'll make her 2 dishcloths and 2 scrubbies. Help me, Lord, to make the time to do it, because I want to bless her like she's blessed me with this nice stuff. Yes. If I didn't have, a few errands to do today in this direction, I was planning to go to, well, it is Garland, the other place I was thinking to go, but it's the other way, to that park in Garland, and call you up and take you for a little nature walk. But what I need to get done is this way, and then I want to get home, because I do not want to keep Flash in jail all day. It makes me feel bad. So he's been in and out, and now when I get my business done here and I get home, he can be out in my yard until the evening when it's time to go in, and he'll be so happy. I have a small apple, and I'll cut it up and share with him and the other chickens, and Esther. I don't know if she eats apple. When I put scraps out, she's very curious, but she doesn't go for everything. Who would have known that a goose would be particular about what she eats? Chickens are very smart, I'm on a chicken group on Facebook, and people sometimes will ask, is it okay to give my chicken this or give my chicken that? And different ones will comment what has worked, what has not worked for their chicken, what they've researched and found is poisonous, and on and on and on. What I have found is chickens are so smart that if they don't like something, or if they're not supposed to eat something, they won't. That's what I've learned. Now, I don't throw out everything. Very rarely do I give them any scraps of chicken, not because they're a chicken, just because I usually don't have any scraps of chicken left, but when I have given them some, I haven't thrown out or tossed out with the bones because there's feral cats around. I don't want any animal choking on those bones. Now, someone else, one time, a neighbor, I caught throwing over chicken wings into my chicken yard that they had cooked and I guess were left over and they didn't want to eat them. And I did ask them to not do that. First of all, chicken wing, I like chicken wings. I don't prefer them over other parts of the chicken, but I have bought chicken wings and cooked in my air fryer before. But first of all, there's not much meat on them. So to throw them over to my chickens, it's going to be mostly bones, which are going to be left for the feral cats. There's a big yard sale there. Oh, another yard sale. A block away. Well, I'm coming up to where I need to go, so I'll let you go. My hand. But this was just calling you up to catch up with you. My life is just so exciting, isn't it? There's a new, I think it's skateboarding. I don't think it's just skateboarding, but they built a big thing over there for skateboarders. I think anyone can go there walking around, and another part, I'm going to have to check it out one day. This is, what's the word? Congested parking. Oh, they're pulling in there. Very interesting. Oh. Oh, is this a... Oh, look at that. And maybe when I get done, the person parked in front of me will be gone and I can just pull out rather than strain my neck backing up. I have a really hard time lately with turning my neck to back up out of places. All right, there, 25 minutes already. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you for being here.